Excited to have all you guys on here and to hear about what we have going on. So you guys know exactly what we have going on and what this is and what your friend told you about and why they're so excited, you guys, is this. Our company itself is called Global Platinum Services, and you guys can see on the screen, Global Platinum Services, okay? And it's GPS for short, so it's a travel company, okay? So it's kind of a cool, funny name for, a travel company, GPS, you guys. And it's something that's definitely very, very good, something that's exciting. And when you think about travel, it kind of gets people excited. I know it got me excited when I first heard about this opportunity, and I heard about an opportunity to be able to travel more, especially for a discounted rate, to be able to experience life a little bit more. And when you talk to people all the time, and I mean all the time, and when you talk to people about this, or when you talk to people what they have going on, or what their plans are for the summer, or for spring break, or whatever the case may be, and you ask people, well, if you had all the time and the money in the world, what would you do? And they usually say travel, 9 out of 10 times. And the one person, that doesn't, the 1 out of 10 that doesn't, is someone that travels all the time and you're sick of traveling. So it's like everybody wants to travel more and take, more trips and have more fun and experience a lot more things in life as well. So that's what we're going to talk about today, you guys, is travel. That's the main thing and the main focus of what we have going on here. And just so you guys know, this, obviously Las Vegas, Nevada, that's actually where I am right now. This is where my condo's at here in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where I've been born. I was born and raised here. A lot of people, that's weird. You were born and raised in Nevada, and in Las Vegas. I even talked to some people that thought Las Vegas was in Arizona. They didn't even, but I mean, I don't know. They probably failed geography. But anyways, but it's just kind of funny, you guys. But little Las Vegas, it's a great city, very exciting, a lot of business, a lot of exciting things going on. Definitely, you can see the beautiful view of the skyline view of the Strip right here. But everybody else, in the city, lives, over there in the corner where all those houses are, and stuff like that. There's over 2 million people that live in Vegas, so definitely a big city. I'm definitely excited, but a lot of people want to travel here. Some people save up their entire life savings just to come out here and party and gamble it away. But it's like, well, we want to make it to where it's easier for people to come to destinations like this, to be able to go to Miami, to be able to go to different places, to go to Hawaii, to go to Bora Bora, to go on cruises, to go wherever they feel like they want to go, and make it more affordable for them here with GPS. And that's kind of like our whole mantra, is help someone navigate their life and get to where they really want to go. Okay, you guys? So just so you know how big travel is and how exciting it is. I know a lot of people know, and this is probably stating the obvious, but some of this stuff kind of blew my mind. That travel is the #1 word researched on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5 p.m. So those hours might sound familiar. It's because 9 to 5. So jobs. So when people at their job, okay, they're thinking about where they want to go. They're thinking about the 1 vacation, the 2 vacations they get every single year. Okay, they're already thinking about what time should they go to this place, how much money it's going to cost, and should they put in that slip or whatever to be able to get the time off from their boss, and beg their boss to be able to get that time off. Okay, see, for me, that lifestyle's not for me. We have an opportunity where you don't have to do that here. You're becoming your own boss and things like that. But for some people, that is their life, and we want to make sure we help those people get to their destination in the most affordable way possible, you guys. So for me, that's what was exciting to me, that we can help everybody, okay? We can help every single person that wants to travel more, or that wants to take more trips, or that 1 trip, 2 trips they take, we can make it to where they save so much money, have a better experience on their trip, okay, or just getting to the trip and be able to have money when they get back, because they didn't spend their entire life savings or a bunch of the money they saved throughout that year just to take their family on that 1 trip or that 1 cruise or whatever the case may be, you guys. We want to make it to where it's affordable for people to go to really experience life, because I feel like everybody should, okay? And the travel industry, okay, you guys, this is something that's huge, okay? This is something that made a lot of sense to me, that got me super, super excited about this. When you look at these stats, it kind of started blowing me away, but the NFL is a $10 billion industry. Movies is 11 billion, music 17 billion, and direct sales, which is the industry that we're in, that we're talking about, how you can become your own business owner and be able to make a ton of money. Okay, you guys, will just help create literally, if you add all the sports industries in the world together, we're the 2nd highest paid profession, and we create the most self-made millionaires next to professional athletics, you guys. So for me, I wanted to be a professional athlete growing up. I wanted to play football, play in the NFL. That dream ended up, getting cut short for me when I tore my Achilles tendon. So literally cut short when I tore it, and I ended up having to move on, and I ended up, going to work, 2 jobs and go to school. I was full-time in college and also worked 2 part-time jobs. One as a lifeguard and one as, working at a normal retail store that's no longer out anymore, Paxton. So, that's where I was at, and it was cool, and it was a great experience to make, some money and have money during college. But I realized I had no time. And I realized when I got into college, I was going to have to find a better job where I would have no time anyway. So I might be able to make a little bit of money, but I just saw there were so many kids that were graduating with a ton of student loan debt, 10, 20. The average right now is about 35 grand that the students will graduate this year with, all the way to about $200,000 in loans if they go to medical school or they go to art school, wherever the case may be. So I realize there's a lot of money that these kids are, and as young people, these millennials are actually spending to go to college, but we're not really getting a lot in return. The degree doesn't have the value that it used to have. I'm sorry, I'm a big supporter, of education and learning and growing, but it doesn't have the value anymore. I wish it did, but the degree doesn't have it's almost the equivalent of a high school diploma now. So it's like that doesn't even guarantee you a job. And there's not a lot of jobs out there anymore in certain fields. Like the communications degree used to be the laughing stock of degrees. Now it's the most valuable degree because of the way technology has shifted the world, you guys. So for me, I realized there's a lot of people not getting jobs up there. The economy was not great. It was kind of scary. A lot of my friends are moving back home with mom and dad after they graduated college. They were working at the restaurant still that they got a job to pay for college, and then now they're still in that job to pay for college because they couldn't pay it all off. And they're thousands of dollars in debt. They can't get married. They can't get the car they want. They can't get the home they want, and they're kind of stuck now. And the degree hasn't gotten them that 70 grand, 100 grand a year job that we're supposed to be promised that all of our parents got. So it's like it just kind of gets scary. So you have to find something different. It's 2017. It's a new time. It's a new age. So you have to do something different to get something different. That's what I saw. So when I saw an opportunity like this, just like you did, like you're hearing on this call right here, right now, that the friend who invited you on here, I had a friend that invited me onto a phone call that was similar to this with a bunch of people on it. I heard about the opportunity, and I took it, you guys. I took it. I was excited. I really just invested myself into learning and becoming my own boss. And a year later, so I was 18 years old at the time. At 19 years old, I fully retired from actually working jobs, and I haven't worked a job since, and I'm about to be 22 on the 9th. So, it's my birthday coming up here, the next couple of days, 7 days. But it's been a crazy journey, and it's been a blessing. But if somebody told me when I was at school, working 2 jobs, that I was going to be gifted an opportunity, a friend was going to tell me about something, a friend that I was kind of close with, not really close with, showed me an opportunity that was going to change my life forever, and I was literally going to never have to work a job again and be retired from literally working a job and owning my own business and making money from my phone, my laptop, my iPad, and in my sleep, and travel the world and do what I want to do. I would have told them, F off, you're crazy. Okay, sorry, don't want to offend anybody there, but that's what I would have said to them, because that seems impossible. It sounds too good to be true. Okay, that's why I tell people go, oh, it's too good to be true. Well, if every opportunity in your life is too good to be true, when are you going to find a true opportunity? And when I heard that, I was like, that's kind of crazy. So literally, don't be the person that's poor. And I mean poor, not mean like broke. Poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Poor is a mindset. That's literally people who see opportunities, they see things, and they pass them up, and they don't take opportunities, you guys. So when I saw how big the direct sales industry was, I got excited. But I even got more excited when I saw how big the travel industry was. An $8 trillion industry, you guys. $8 trillion every single year that brings in, you guys, and we're a part of that. So what makes the direct sales with the travel industry? That's a huge industry. That's 182 billion and then 8 trillion. We have that all together, you guys, here with GPS. So it's a very, very exciting time. This company has just launched, you guys. It pre-launched on January 1st. It just launched officially yesterday, you guys. 6,200 people have already joined the company in about 5 different countries and also all over the states. So it's moving pretty quickly, and it's exciting. So you're hearing about this. It's something big. It's not something small. Your friend just showed you. This is something huge, and it's definitely big business with young people especially, okay? So travel is the one thing that you actually can buy that makes you guys richer. Okay, this is the cool thing, and a couple cool facts you guys are going to learn today. I want to educate you guys a little bit more. If I have already, awesome. But this is a little bit more. Howard Schultz, he's the owner of Starbucks. He literally went to Bali and for about a week, and that's where he took time to reflect and go there. This is before Starbucks, this is before any of that. But literally, he went there, and that's when he thought of the idea to be able to invent Starbucks, to make Starbucks, okay? Another guy, okay, I can't think of his name right now, but he went to India and was in India, and he was driving around, and he had these guys who were the cab drivers driving around. They were drinking this drink, and they were like they would keep them up throughout the night and let them be able to perform their job and things like that. And he was excited about the concepts. He looked more into it, found the company that had it, and bought the company because it was not, a big company. It was in India, so he bought it for a couple $1,000s, and that was really it. And a couple thousand US dollars, and now that company is Red Bull. So it's like you guys traveling something you're going to go experience and be able to learn more. Like Mark Zuckerberg said, when he first launched Face Smash and became Facebook and started making money, he actually ended up going to India to do reflection and literally, ended up turning into someone that, obviously made a huge, industry and a huge social media craze that took over, which is Facebook. And Facebook changed the world, and they own Instagram now. I think they're trying to go on Twitter. And they tried to buy out Snapchat but couldn't. But anyways, it's like they're taking over the world now because of that. And Facebook is it's a company that doesn't even have walls, but it's $1 billion business. So that's huge. J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, she actually was on a train ride. I think it was from somewhere, London to somewhere else, and she was on the train ride, and that's where she thought of the idea to start writing a book and got inspired and started writing on literally sheets and napkins and stuff that were there, and started putting together a plot to be able to make Harry Potter. So it's like people get inspired through traveling, you guys. So it's something to actually make you rich in experience, but also give it to where you can have a breakthrough and experience something else to be able to kind of grow yourself to somewhere else. You guys. I'm not saying you're going to think of $1 million business idea when you're on a trip, to Hawaii or whatever, but it's going to make it to where you can go experience more in life. But if they never would experience that, we wouldn't have the things that we have today. Starbucks changed the world. Facebook changed the world. Red Bull, everybody drinks it, man. Well, I don't, but I mean, a lot of people do. People do it at clubs. People do it to stay awake. It keeps, drivers who drive trucks awake at night. So it's like people change the world through experience, you guys. And they wouldn't ever have done that if it wasn't for the experience of traveling. So with Global Platinum Services, exactly what we have to offer, okay? I told you guys the facts about it, a little bit about myself, a little bit about what we have going on as a company, how big it is, how big the industry is, so you guys can see the value of how big it is, the back end of how big travel and direct sales and how much money it generates. And now that's how you can make the money exactly what we provide, okay? So GPS offers worldwide travel at an incredible pricing. We actually have the best rates on the market, guaranteed, hands down, okay? This is not just from me, some guy in Vegas, 21-year-old guy in Vegas, in his condo saying this. No, it's because we actually have the best rates on the market, because we actually partner with a company called International Vacations, 37-year-old company, and it has the best rates in wholesale travel, and also we have a guarantee. So say if you're someone who plays devil's advocate, you want to book travel through us, okay? They want to book travel through us, and they're used to using Expedia or Travelocity or Orbitz or Hotels.com or whatever the case may be. You're going to go ahead and check their prices and check ours. Say if they have a better rate than us, okay, which is very rare, but they have a better rate than us, the company literally will pay you the difference, okay, in pricing, and also give you a travel voucher, a dollar-for-dollar voucher on top of that. So the next time you book with us, you're going to have a better experience, and also you're going to spend the same money here as you would there. So I'm like, that's huge for customers to be able to have customer satisfaction where they're going to guarantee the best rate, or they're going to give you the difference so you can book through us and also give you money to use on your next travel with us. That's huge. No other company out there is doing that right now, and it's because we want to become the name brand in travel. GPS just sounds like a great travel company anyway. So it's like they knew what they were doing there when they made that name. But that's the rates that we have to offer. And they talk about how many hotels that we have and all the travel that we have. We offer the best prices and all that good stuff. But the biggest thing is, you guys, is that travel is something that's huge, and we offer the best rates and everything, okay? So hotel stays and things like that. They're talking about how the luxury hotels, the 5-star experience, all that good stuff. The perfect example, just so you guys know as you're reading these stats and looking at this stuff, my good friend Ian, who you're going to hear from in a little bit, he literally, you guys, has a friend who actually took a trip to, I believe it was Puerto Rico, and it was I think it was $350 a night at a 5-star hotel stay. It's a lot of money, US dollars. It's a lot of money, and it was through the roof. But then he looked at GPS and he ended up getting the rate for $105 a night. So he saved $700 to $1,000 on his trip just from the hotels, okay? Not just the flight. He saved a discount there too, but just from that, he saved $700 to $1,000 on his 7-day trip to Costa Rica. So you can use that money down there now, because most people, surprisingly, most people don't realize this, people spend more money at their destination than getting to there and coming back, which is kind of expensive. So now he could have spent that money down there and have more and have a better time, or he could have more money when he got back, so he wasn't like biting his nails, checking his banking app to make sure he had money when he came back to be able to buy groceries and things like that. So definitely a cool experience to be able to travel at a discounted rate and to be able to get the same experience that everybody else does. Definitely something to be able to talk about, you guys. There's members only trips as well too. We'll talk about you can become a member with us and become a travel agent, which is probably why most of you guys are on here. We have those members only trips. We have weekly condo stays where people can go stay, at timeshares, Airbnbs, things like that, where they can go have a good time. I believe the condo stays, it has to be 7 days or more before you be able to get the deal, because we give you an outrageous deal for that. So it can't be just a 4-day trip. We will get you a better deal at a hotel that way. But this is something that's awesome too. Like I just mentioned, you guys, that literally people spend more money, okay, more money at their destination than they do getting to where they need to go. Then we want to help people with that. We want to give everybody the best travel experience. So we have an app coming out that you can use on your smartphone, okay? This phone right here, smartphone, whether it be an Android, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Android accessible and Samsung accessible, and also, Apple and iPhone accessible. So the way it works is this. So you're going to be able to use your phone. You can buy stuff online. You can see up there, Michael Kors saves 20%. There's going to be other things on there like Six Flags tickets and Disneyland tickets and things like that. But also, they have 200,000 different merchant locations throughout America. So it's only in America right now where you can actually go use this to be able to actually get discounts at restaurants, Target, other retail stores, and things like that, okay? So that for me, that's exciting. I know my girlfriend was excited about that because she loves Target, okay? She loves discount shopping, okay? So she definitely will enjoy that a lot. But this is what you guys have been kind of waiting for, okay? This is how you make money. This is how you earn money, okay? Obviously, this is very great travel deals. So what's in it for me? Okay, that's what you guys are probably saying right now. If you're looking at this, if you're watching this, live right now, you're watching this later on YouTube. Right now, literally, your head says, what's in it for me, okay? How is this opportunity going to benefit me? How can I be able to make money from this, okay? So you have the ability to earn 75 to 90% in travel commission, you guys. 75% to 90% in travel commission. That's a lot of money. So say if you were to sell a cruise to somebody for a $2,000 ticket to a Norwegian cruise that goes to the Bahamas for 7 days, okay, week-long cruise, that's usually around the price is around that $2,000 per person. And say if it's just one person going, they're a loner, they're just going to go have a good time, okay? Usually people buy cruise in a package deal, but $2,000 for one ticket, okay? You hook your on up with it, okay? Now, literally the company, whatever they bring in, you're going to make 75% to 90% of that, okay, depending on the deal that they got, okay? If they get just a bare minimum best deal on the market, you're going to make literally a 90% commission. If you give them the absolute best deal, they're getting like a $200, $300, $400 discount on their hotel, their cruise. You're going to get a 75% commission. Still a lot of money, but you gave them the best deal possible, okay? And you gave them way better, so beat out everything on the market by a couple $100, okay? So you have the ability to adjust prices as a travel agent with us, but once you go ahead and do that, so the company say they bring in $1,500 of that $2,000, well, guess what happens, okay? You're going to be able to make 75% to 90% of that. That's a lot of money, you guys. So when you sell big ticket items, 7-day condo stays, long hotel stays, long rental car purchases, cruises, or a flight out of the country, you're going to make a big commission for doing that. But if not, and you just help people out with their flights here and there, hotels here and there, 2-night stays, a one-way trip, stuff like that, you're going to be able to bring in, a couple, $100 from being able to do that, you guys. So there's a lot of money involved here, you can make, and also we give you all the trainings that you need to be able to become a travel agent. There's over 167 training videos that you can watch in our travel agent site, so you can actually learn how to do this. But it's very simple. It's super simple to go, hey, Aunt Sally, I know that you're going on a trip. You told me you're going to, Africa, and you wanted to fly there and all that stuff. I can get you the best rate. I promise you that. Really? How? And then boom, you tell her, she books the travel, and guess what? She gets the best deal possible, and you make a lot of money from doing that. So you can literally, it's a win-win situation. You're literally helping people get the best rate, and also you're making a lot of money for doing that. And the reason why we can pay out this much money, if you're like, how is that possible? How are they giving people all this money away? How is the company making money? You might be one of the analytical people that are asking those questions. It's because we don't spend money on traditional advertising. That means you'll never see GPS on a commercial with a stupid jingle like Expedia. I'm not trying to throw shade, but I kind of did. But you're not going to see those. You're not going to see a billboard, none of that stuff. Those millions of dollars that people spend on advertising, we take those millions of dollars and put it into the field of the people that are actually sharing the business. Because we realize word of mouth is the most trusted form of advertising. Okay, you guys? When you see, when you see a good movie, you're going to tell people about it. When you go ahead and you have a good experience at a restaurant or a battle, you're going to tell people about it, okay? When you have a good experience, you get a good rate or a good rate in travel, people are going to tell people about it. You're going to be able to build a huge referral base just from helping out one person. That will compound to 3 people you can help. Then compound to 5 to 10 people. And you're going to get a bunch of referrals. You're going to have people calling you and texting you about travel once you hook somebody up one time, okay? Or you can even ask them, hey, refer me to 5 people that are taking trips this year that I can maybe help out as well. So I know they probably get good deals, and they would definitely like if you could, point them in the right direction. Awesome. Guess what happens? You're going to be able to get a referral from that. You guys, people refer things all the time. I just referred someone that I went to high school with to one of my good friends who's a real estate agent because they want to invest some money in real estate, and I'm going to get a referral for that. My girlfriend referred her family to buy a Mercedes-Benz for my dad because he works for Mercedes, and there's a $2,500 referral for that. There's so much money from referrals, you guys, affiliate marketing, word of mouth advertising. People want to pay people for doing that now. If you look at YouTube, guess what, you guys? There's people making money from YouTube now just putting makeup on their face or playing video games. It's because people like advertising. They want people to advertise their products, to put the things out there, you guys, because that's what people like now. They don't like being sold stuff and shoved down their throat on a commercial, okay, you guys, are a billboard or whatever. They like to hear things from their friends, get recommendations from the people they like, trust, and respect, just like the person that brought you on this call today and I have your undivided attention. See how that works? It's a way better way of advertising, okay? So obviously, this is a business, you guys, so it does cost money to be able to join the business, okay? But it's not a lot of money. The first business that I joined was like $600, okay? And I was 18 years old. I sold my Xbox, my PS3, a bunch of games, and the controls, all the accessories, and a pair of Jordans. So literally, it was my life at 18 years old. You think about any 18-year-old kid, that's usually their life. Okay, so that was my life. And I literally sold that to join the business and ended up paying off. Okay, a year later, I was literally, I retired from working. So it's like that paid off, but that was a business that wasn't as good as this. You're really selling, products to people, and it wasn't really that lucrative, but I still made it happen. And this is a better business. I wish I was like you guys, and I was hearing about this one first. Okay, you guys, and it's super, super affordable to be able to join. This is what you're getting though, okay? So as a platinum agent and join the business, it's only $150 to join the business, okay? You can't go anywhere and become a registered travel agent and be able to make tons of money to be able to make a 6- and 7-figure income for only $150 to be able to join, okay? That's a ridiculous price, but that's why I love this, okay? So you can make up to 75% to 90% travel commission as a platinum agent. You get the Global Platinum Travel Club membership yourself, okay? So you're literally able to experience the travel and to get the best rates possible for you. We want you to be a product of the product. We want you to be able to experience the travel through our company and the good rates, so you can go ahead and refer more people about it, because you know more about the product and you use it and you had a good time traveling, that you're going to have a better experience. You're going to be more excited to tell someone about it. You get a personal experience with it, okay? So the personal online travel website that you'll get, you can go ahead and look at everything. You have your virtual back office as well, which tracks exactly what you do and how you get paid. Then you're setting up your direct deposit. That's how we get paid. We get paid every single week, so you get paid weekly. On the travel training as well, with those 167 videos I was talking about, you get access to those. It's almost like an online driver's ed type deal, but for travel. You can participate in the GPS compensation plan, which you're going to hear about next. And also, you're getting $100 in an all-exclusive gift card to take a trip to Mexico. So whether that's your flight round trip, or it's a one-way, or whether it's some of the hotel knocked off, or whatever the case may be, they just want to give you something to experience that. So you're literally getting $100 of that back right away in travel, and you're only paying $50, which is a steal, for all of this to be able to earn commissions, which you'll see is a lot more money involved. There's 11 different ways to get paid, but all the training that you need as well too. And it's only $70 a month on top of that, okay? Then you're paying to keep your websites up to date, to make sure you have all the training videos and everything's alert, to make sure you can still get paid through direct deposit, and also so you can get the Global Platinum Travel Club membership as well. Or if you're somebody that wants a little bit more, you can upgrade your journey, okay? And you can go ahead and become a Platinum Plus agent, okay? So you're able to get up to 75% to 90% in travel commission. The same thing, the Global Platinum Travel membership, the trainings, the back office, all that good stuff. Participate in the compensation plan. You're going to get a little bit more ways to get paid, and you're also going to get the GPS My Deals subscription, so you can use that on your phone, so you can get deals wherever you're at in your city, state, or when you travel, around the country to be able to see this. And also, you're going to get $200 back. So they're literally giving you a deal. They're giving you all the stuff you were going to have before, plus a little bit more, and they're giving you $200 now in an all-inclusive gift card to be able to take a trip to Mexico. So you can use it on the site to be able to book travel to go to Mexico. So you're getting literally that money right back in travel. So I've never seen a deal like this. Definitely something that's a steal in my opinion. When I heard that price, after seeing everything and seeing the value and hearing about the compensation plan, which you're hearing about next, I was like, dude, take my money. I was like my girlfriend at Target, like, take my money. Just take it all. So literally it was like, that's literally what it was, you guys. So it's super exciting, but definitely very affordable. But let's talk about the money you guys can make, okay? Obviously, you can make a lot of money from just booking travel, okay, as a travel agent. But we have a referral program and a team building program. You can make a ton of money from doing that as well too. Okay, you guys, 11 different ways to get paid, where you can make almost up to, I think it is 400 grand a month. Okay, crazy numbers. Okay, most people are, that's unrealistic. It's crazy. People don't even make that in a year. Yeah, awesome. But there's vehicles like this that are out there where you can actually earn that type of money. But most people get scared of that. So we're going to teach you how to be able to make a part-time income, then a full-time income, and work your way up to that if you want to get to that point. Okay, you guys. Let's say you just want to make an extra $500 a month. We have a plan to do that. You want to make $2,000 a month? Plan to do that. You want to make 6 figures a year? Plan to do that. You want to make millions and millions a year? Plan to do that as well too, you guys. So this is the way it works. Okay. So your personal sale commission. So if you refer someone to become a platinum agent in your group, you're going to make a $70 commission. Okay, you got $70 commissions. You're going to make the same money you would make to pay for your monthly. So just from bringing on one person into your business, you already made enough money to cover your next month. So you already got your business to where you're like, okay, cool, my overhead for the next month is covered. If you bring 3 people on, obviously you do that math, you've made all your money back that you spend into the business, regardless of what package you got on, just from that right there, and then also enough to cover the next month. And say if you want to become a Platinum Plus agent, you get someone, to become on the Platinum Plus agent, there's a little $10 difference. You're going to make an $80 commission from bringing people on as well. So there's a lot of money just from referring people. Same way as Uber and Lyft work. If you're familiar with those companies, when you refer somebody to become a driver, you make a commission for doing that. There's some people that only recruit for Uber and Lyft. They don't even drive the car. They just literally call people and find people on social media that need another opportunity to earn side income or make a full-time income driving around, and then they make a big commission. I think it's like a $200 or $300 referral commission for doing that. So if you just want to do this, then awesome. You can go ahead and do that as well too. But if not, you can go ahead and be able to earn money just from booking travel. But now, this is the cool part about this, which Uber and Lyft does not have, which we have, okay? This is a personal sale override. That means that any business that you bring to the company where it comes to someone becoming a travel agent with us, okay, they're going to be able to get a benefit from that, okay? They're going to be able to get some type of, you're going to be able to get a benefit from that. So whatever they do, so they bring on someone for, as a platinum agent or platinum plus agent, you're making a $10 commission for doing that, which pays out weekly to you. So on top of people you bring on, whoever they bring on, you're getting a little commission for that as well too, as a benefit, okay? That could be, they can bring on 100 people, and that's $10. Obviously, I'm not good at math. You don't have to be smart to make money. Okay, don't let anybody lie to you and tell you have to be smart to make money. Okay, you just have to be the right opportunity, the right time, the right people, and work your butt off. Okay, but literally, that's a lot of money, you guys, to be able to have. Now, as we keep going on, this is what got me excited, you guys. This is why I've been able to quote unquote retire from working a job since I was 19. I'm about to be 22 now. Was because of this concept right here, residual income, which is another word for it is vertical income, or royalties, okay, or beach money, okay? Now, there's different names and different terms for it, okay? But residual income is this. It's the artist doing something once and getting paid on it continuously, getting paid on it forever. So, for example, Michael Jackson or Prince, rest in peace, they're 6 feet under now, but those guys are making more money now than when they were alive. How is that possible? Residual income. They made Beat It, Thriller, Purple Rain one time, and whenever it gets bought on iTunes, bought in the store for any CDs, people still buy CDs, bought on Spotify, plays on the radio, whatever, they're getting paid for that. So it's going to their family, you guys. So that's kind of crazy. It may open up my eyes to make me realize how big, residual income was. When people hear the idea of residual income, like with Michael Jordan, okay, with his shoes, with Phil Knight with Nike, with Kevin Durant, any of these people that play basketball, they make more money from their shoe sales and their clothing sales than basketball because it's residual income. The bills you pay every single month, your phone bill, someone's getting paid that every single month. That's residual. You're paying that every single month. You're getting that income every single month. AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, Boost Mobile, Cricket, whatever the case may be, you guys, that's residual income, okay? So the biggest thing, you guys, is this is crazy. It's something that makes a lot of sense, but we have the opportunity to be able to make residual income here with us. So as you build your organization, you build your team. It started building your team one time, and you continuously getting paid on that. So as you grow your team, okay, as you take your team through the levels of 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, all the way to like 19,000 people, okay? As you start growing and growing and growing your organization and growing your team, you guys, the biggest thing is this. We want to make sure that you guys are being able to earn a lot of money from doing that as well, but don't think, oh, dang, I have to get all these people myself. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. The max that you should get by yourself in the company is 15 people by yourself. That's everybody you know from social media, okay? Social media, friends and family, people you meet randomly, people that you know back in the day from middle school, high school, college, whatever the case may be, referrals of people that your family knows those people and their friends or whatever the case may be. Just only 15 total people, and you max out the way to get paid, which we'll talk about in a second. But here, your team grows exponentially as you grow. So it's everybody who they know, who they know, who they know. It's not all on you guys. I built huge organizations, and you're going to hear from me who's built bigger teams than me of like 3,600 people. It's probably built teams at 186,000 people. Okay, you guys have made millions and millions of dollars, you guys. And so it's like, it's not hard to be able to do that, okay? But it just takes some work, and we teach you how to do that. But this just shows you how your monthly income will grow. And this is just one way to get paid monthly. This is just one. There's other ways to get paid monthly as well, too, which we'll talk about in a second. But that's just one. And you can see how it grows, okay? As your team gets to the max point of 9 levels deep, that's literally 180 grand. Both ways is almost like 180 grand, okay, that you're making a month, on a monthly basis, you guys. That's crazy, okay? That's a lot of money. That's crazy talk. People say it all the time. That sounds crazy, how to be able to make that much money a month. Some people don't even make that a year. That's triple what most people make a year, or quadruple, or whatever. But there's people that are doing this already, you guys. And it's super, super exciting what we have going on. Okay, so the executive earned positions, okay? You become different ranks in our travel program, okay? So when you join the business as a platinum agent or a platinum plus agent, okay, that's when you first get involved in the business and you're all good and ready to go. If you join as a platinum agent for 150, once you enroll one person, you officially become a platinum agent. You can earn that travel commission, and also you're paid on your first 4 levels, okay? So to go back, that means you get paid on these first 4 levels right here that are on the screen right now, okay? So levels 1 through 4 right there. That's when you become qualified to be able to do that. Now, once you enroll 3 people into the business, that's when you've already made all your money back that you spent to get in the business and also enough to cover the next month and a little bit more on top of that, so your business is in profit. Most people, when they join a business, are like, if I'm spending money, how quick am I going to be able to make my money back? What's my ROI, my return on investment? It's immediate, okay? Once you bring on 3 people in the business, you've already made that back, okay? Now you make coded residual income. That means that literally anybody you bring on personally into the business, you're going to get another residual payout, okay? It's going to be, here was $5 per person, okay, you bring into your business. Now, on top of that, if they're your personal people you brought into the business, okay, that literally means that you're going to make a $3.20 residual on top of that $5 residual on top of that. So definitely a lot of money involved right there. To be able to do that, okay, you get paid on levels 1 through 5 as well. So that's the first you're going to come in silver. So once you bring 3 people on, just to reiterate, that's when you make all your money back and you get your business into profit. Just from bringing 3 people on into your business. Very, very simple goal to do. I've helped people do it in the first couple of hours, some people in the first day, week, 2 weeks, but definitely we want to accomplish in your first month minimum, okay, you guys? That's when you get your business into profit, and now you can just keep making profit and so on and so forth after that. But once you go ahead and bring on 6 personal people, okay, you're going to hit the rank of gold. You're going to be able to get more ways to get paid, okay, you guys, and more levels unlocked for you. 9 personal people into the business, okay, you hit the rank of Ruby, okay, levels 1 through 9. You get the GPS quarterly pool bonus where they pay you out whatever the company makes over that 4 months, you're going to get a percentage of that, okay? So it's almost like a stock almost in the company you're getting for hitting that rank. I hit that rank in my first week or 2 in the business, okay, you guys? So not hard to be able to do. It's going to take some work to be able to do it, you guys, but we teach you exactly how to do it, and we help you every step of the way, okay? And we have webinars like this twice a day. We're having a webinar like this coming up here in a couple hours again. So you have people that are excited. Say you're excited, you want to get started, you get started after this call, and you have people you want to show this, and you got trained by us, and you're excited, boom, you can get them onto the next webinar. We have them every single day, you guys. So super, super exciting, you guys, that we have that. But like I told you, the max people you would have to bring onto the business personally is 15 people, you guys. Okay, just 15. Once you want to get to Emerald, that's 15 personal people you brought in the business, and you have 3 people accomplish that rank of getting to Ruby, where they're making a part-time income in the business. Okay, they're making a couple $100 a month at that rank. Okay, that right there, that rank. Okay, when you get them there, they're like, okay, cool, you've done that now. Now we want to make sure you're a full-time person in the business. So they're going to pay you like around $2,000 a month at that rank, you guys. Okay, $2,000 a month at that rank. That right there is a full-time income for a lot of people. That is, most, 18 to 25 to 30, that's all the money that they're making. Or they might be making $3,000, $4,000 a month, but that's good. Either way, if $2,000 a month is full-time for you, awesome. That means you can go full-time in the business. You're working from home, wherever you're at, okay, whether you're traveling, wherever you have your phone, iPad, or laptop you're working from, you're making a full-time income, and you're doing a lot, okay? You're doing a lot. You're doing well for yourself at that point. But the next rank is the one we want to get everybody to, okay? This is everybody's most of their goals they want to get to is ambassador. That's when you have 250 agents on your team, travel agents. That's when you have a huge business, okay, you guys? But at that point, you're making 6 figures a year. You're making about 7 to 8 grand a month, okay, at that rank. So that's a lot of money that we're talking about here, you guys. And this is just the rank. So it's just a couple, okay? Now, obviously, this is another way to get paid. This is your team production, how much money you can make a month from when your team produces. If you had 30 people and you're at Ruby, you're making another 150 on top of your income. Then obviously, if you're at Emerald, you're going to be able, if you had 75 people, you're going to make another 750 on top of that. And as you hit these star ambassador ranks, the first one was a 6-figure rank, and it goes up and up and up. You can make more money based on your team's production and what you have going on, you guys. So a lot of money there. Also, there's another monthly guarantee on top of that. So once you get to the star ambassador ranks, there's more money that comes on top of it. So an extra $1,000 a month on top of that, $2,000 when you go to the next one, $5,000, all the way down to $100,000 a month at the top rank in the company, guys. So it just keeps going. It gets better and better and better. But this is what we want to do, you guys. A lot of people, we're in a generation and we're in a time where people want results now. They want to make their money back now. We want fast food now. We want things right away. We want Netflix now. Netflix, closed down Blockbuster because it was so convenient. Convenient sells, you guys. So we want to make you money quickly, okay? This is, people all the time say, hey, sir, is this one of them get rich quick things? And I say, hey, will you ever try to get rich slow? Doesn't really work out too well, okay, you guys? There's an opportunity for you guys to make money quickly. You're not going to make, 100 grand in a month. This is not a virtual lottery ticket. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. But because anything worthwhile takes time, but you can be able to make a lot of money. You can grow your income vertically through residuals and also through bonuses that we have in the company. So as you hit these ranks in this is your first 30-day goals you want to hit. So if you're ambitious and you're like, I want to be at a full-time income in 30 days in the business. I want to make a lot of money, okay? I want to be at the point where I'm set, okay, where I can leave my job that I don't like, or I can do whatever I want to do because I'm making $2,000 a month and I have free time now, okay? This is the goals you want to hit. So once you bring on 3 people in the business in your first 30 days, you hit the rank of silver. So on top of your commissions, they're going to pay you a $100 bonus. If you get to 6 people and hit gold, $250 on top of what you made in the bonus, okay? So I believe if I did the math right, this is about $310. This was about, so that's at $300. This one's at $700 total in income when you hit gold in your first 30 days. Ruby is $1,200 in income, and then Emerald is $2,000 in income when you hit that rank, okay, in your first 30 days. So that's not your guaranteed residual. That's not your monthly that comes in. That's just from bonuses and commissions that you can make, you guys. So it definitely makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of money involved, okay, you guys. And also, this is definitely just a cherry on top, you guys. The company wants to reward you for building in the company. Once you go ahead and you bring on 100 active travel agents into the business, okay, you guys, they're going to pay you a $600 per month payment for a C-Class Mercedes. They're going to pay for a car for you every single month that says Global Platinum Services on the side. So it's a conversation starter, 1, and 2, it's almost like your little trophy. They'll have your name with a plaque on the dashboard and all that good stuff for you to be able to have, which is super, super, super exciting, you guys. And also, once you get your team to 325 people, you're going to be at the rank where you're going to literally be making about, I believe at that point you're making about $4 to $5 grand a month at that point already, but they're going to pay you $2,000 per month. No, actually, that's past 6-figure rank. Sorry, excuse me, but you're already making about $10K a month at that point, and a $2,000 a month payment for an S-Class because you can upgrade to a better car now, and they'll pay the payment every single month, you guys. So we help you guys everything with training, support, everything that we have to offer, which is super exciting. We have training videos on YouTube that are coming up actually today, which is exciting as well. We have training webinars like we had one last night where we give you guys insight on how to build a business. You have all the training as well too. You'll be able to have personal contact with us as well. We have these weekly calls, webinars, everything like that. The company has their own as well too. So there's constantly stuff every single day that you guys can plug into, be able to build your business and learn and be able to grow. But you guys are probably sick of hearing from me. I want you guys to hear from a special guest speaker, someone that actually flew all the way from Ohio to Dallas, from Dallas to Vegas, and then he's going back to Ohio, then Ohio to the Bahamas. You guys, he's on a tour right now, helping people build a business and change their lives at a very young age. This guy's helped me make a tremendous amount of money. He was one of the biggest reasons why I've been financially independent right now and be able to have freedom, you guys. He's made a lot of money, you guys. He's helped a lot of people do the same, including myself. He has a lot of fun. He's a very fun, goofy, fun-loving guy as well, too. He's young as well, too, 21 years old, just like me. He's made a lot more money than me. I'm a little bit older. I'm a month older than him, but he always says, oh, I made more money than you, though. So anyways, he's doing well for himself, you guys. But definitely he knows all the facts about this, and I want him to give you his insight, go ahead and give you his story and kind of the vision of where he wants to go, and also encourage you to take action and why you should join the GPS business today and launch your business and why we'll be here every step of the way. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring Ian Hoffman on the webinar, and he's going to take it over from here, and then we're going to end out the call, you guys.
Yo, how's everybody doing today? Good. I think it's afternoon or evening for just about everybody. Much love. Thank you, Chase, for the beautiful intro. I appreciate it. But what's up, everybody? Like I said, I hope you're having an awesome day. We have something really special here with GPS. I mean, we're at the beginning of something that's just absolutely going to be huge. This business is going to scale through the clouds, literally, because we're going to be taking a whole bunch of plane trips and stuff like that. So it'll be awesome. But I've been involved in this industry since I was 16 years old. It's been a huge blessing to me. Where I see us going is creating massive amounts of success stories with Global Platinum Services with the YFM family. Okay, guys? I mean, it's going to be huge. It's funny because the first company that I kind of got started with making a little bit of money, actually profiting, I was 18 at the time, was a travel company, and now I'm working on the biggest project of my life here with GPS, and we're back in travel, and it is intense because the deals that we're getting are absolutely stupid. I had a friend that just booked a 5-star resort down in Costa Rica for it was supposed to be $350 a night. Got it for $105 on our site. So literally over $200 worth of savings on a nightly basis. That is huge value. What we're doing is almost reshaping people's minds to that don't think that they can take vacations because it's too much money. and those types of things, and showing them, hey, no, we have a way to take these types of crazy vacations, whether it's Florida, Cali, Arizona, Mexico, different places all across the world, Europe, Asia, wherever you want to go, and allowing the average person to be able to take those trips. And then providing one, because if you ask yourself, 99% of people in the world out there, if you ask them if you had more time and more money, what would you do? And they're going to say travel, right? And that is huge, because from the hours of 9 to 5 during the day, those work times, it's basically it is the number one searched up thing on the internet is traveling, because people are thinking about where they want to take a vacation, where they want to go over the summer, what do they want to do for spring break. And if we can, as friends, to all the people that we know, hook people up with awesome deals on that stuff, it's not something we have to shove down their throat, make them force some type of product onto people. This is something that people are already doing, and we're just doing it. We're just helping them get better rates, and that's really, really exciting. So for me, Chase told you a little bit about me. I've made some pretty cool stuff happen within the industry at a fairly young age, and some people think, it's a get rich quick. Ian got lucky. It happened all overnight. I literally went through a lot of struggle right away getting my businesses up and off the ground, but it pays off. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. You're not gonna jump in and just make $1 million next week. That doesn't happen, right? But it is a better vehicle than anything else out there that I've ever seen. 100%. If you take this seriously, if you put your business person cap on, and say, I'm going to take this seriously, I'm going to go all in, you can make something incredible happen over time, right? Because we're not starting at zero every single time, every single month, every single day. We're starting at what we've already accomplished, and that's the power of creating passive income and creating residual income. Is you can make you don't always start at zero. What you've done in the past, you can build upon that and go into the future. It's called leverage, right? You can leverage things, and leverage allows you to move mountains, okay? Instead of just shoveling dirt, it allows you to move mountains. It's huge. It's huge. But guys, I'm super excited about this. This is literally the biggest project of my life. We got an awesome price point at $150. You get a $100 voucher with that. At the $200 price range, you're getting a dollar-for-dollar voucher in your back office, in your travel portal, to be able to take trips. So that's super exciting. My vision for this is to create a bajillion thousandaires, what I like to call them, people making thousands of dollars a month doing this, to create 10, just multiple, so many six-figure earners, and then just create, a couple millionaires doing this thing as well. Some people that seriously want to change a lot of people's lives, to get a lot of people traveling on a customer basis, on a distributor basis, to put a lot of smiles on people's faces, and to just change a little bit. If we can change a little bit of mindset, a little bit of people's lives in a positive way, then that puts a smile on my face. It makes me think that I might be affecting people in an awesome manner. So that's my goal, is to put as much money, time, freedom, and those types of things into every single person on my success team. That's my goal. That's my commitment to you guys. I got much love for every single person. Get back to the person, if you're a guest, who got you on this call because they love, respect, and care about you enough to be able to show you an opportunity like this. And it might be the right time right here. That light bulb might go off. It could be the right time, and I'm pretty sure it is, for you to make a decision like this in your life to take it to the next level. So much love, everybody. I'll be talking with each and every single one of you later, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next week. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes, sir.